Servus und hallo, welcome to my YouTube channel where we talk and do 3D printing and tabletop things. Today I am going to show you a little trick that I didn't invent myself but put to use regularly because I print for selling 3D prints with my resin printers that are just under the camera, and sometimes oopsies happen and your FEP gets punctured or there's some weird thing and your screen is about to be damaged. I would rather have these screen guards get damaged than my precious LCD screens that are never in stock, if we are real here. And especially for the Saturn that the big one hopefully fits on. So today I'm going to share with you this neat little trick. This goes into my small playlist of tips and tricks around 3D printing and tabletop. I also have some tricks with super glue that will come later at a point. Here's the old screen that was on my Mars 2 Pro, which is one of 3 printers that are running in my enclosure. Videos on that will follow. I am still doing the CAD, but I have to work a lot. And I have a Mars 2 Pro, a normal Mars and a Saturn, and we are going to apply it to all 3 printers. They all have prints on them, on their build plates and the vats, so I have to drain the vats first and then we will be able to apply these screen protectors, but we are starting with the smaller ones. We're going to start with the Mars. So I went ahead and pulled off the build plate and took off the vat to drain. What I am going to do is, if you can see that in the camera, there's a bit of build up, if you want to say that on the screen. I will use some paper towels and IPA in a spritz bottle, spritz it on the screen and then wipe it so that no permanent gunk is on there. If you have clicked on this video and an oopsie already happened and there's resin cured on your screen, remove the vat, clean everything off and make sure that the resin is cured. And then you can use, but I only advise it for like advanced users, but because beginners could easily gouge the screen and then therefore have to replace the screen, you can scrape off the resin if you are really careful. I've done that multiple times, you just need to be careful. So now the screen is almost perfect. There are some small, like very little things that are unnoticeable in when you print. So now we are going to switch to the working perspective, so I can show you all the things that I do. I'm still working on getting actual setup down here for the camera, so bear with me. We are going to install the screen guard now, or the display Schutzfolie, if you are German like me. I bought a plastic one on purpose, because you can cut plastic with a knife. So in this paper thing are the 2 screen guards, instructions and a microfiber towel. Luckily I only have to use the microfiber towel. And then you can have a look at your protector. As you can see, the screen guard is a little bigger than the screen because it is originally for a tablet. So what I am going to do is cut it, make it smaller essentially. This is going to be a little messy. I'm not the best at installing things very accurately, which triggers my OCD a bit, but it just has to work, right? So now that we cut it up, you could just lay it on here, and I think the screen protectors by itself sticks a little bit. Oh, and this is matte, which does not matter at all, and I can show you later why this doesn't matter. Now it's just a matter of squeezing out the bubbles, because we are going to do our final trim soon. So I just get rid of the bubbles and then talk to you again. As you can see, the screen protector is on, and theoretically it sticks. You could use some electrical tape now to secure the edges, which I'm going to do. Just make sure that light does not pass through it. Putting the electrical tape around, ideally you could use like a black one. This will suffice. It is just to prevent when something leaks that it goes into the body of the Mars and then is there. So it's just some extra protection. So now the screen is protected. Just going to wipe it with alcohol real quick. These bubbles theoretically are no issue because the light can pass through it, and the slight madness is no problem. Ideally you want to re-level your printer, just in case there is like a slight deviation, because resin printing is kind of finicky sometimes, you may know that. That's essentially it. I will see whether it is worth it or not to get these pre-cut for your specific printers, and we'll do some research whether my foil provider also provides screen protectors, and if there's a way to get these stands out to buy a screen protector exactly for your thing, and then with pre-cut tape and all that. But this is still in the future. I hope to see you in the next video. Subscribe so you don't miss any new tips or tricks regarding resin 3D printing. There's a lot to come. For example, the resin enclosure, how temperature affects resin, and what the ideal temperature for resin 3D printing is. I'll see you in the next video. I hope you print something and that you have no print failures. Tschüss und auf Wiedersehen.